video here. Starting off by trying to finally seal up these French Blue 12s, this employee store pair from 2004. I think I got them in the early 2010s, I want to say. So this is a full re-glue. I probably mentioned this in a prior video, but I had to strip all the old glue off. I'm just binding the sole to the midsole, finally getting good contact and adhesion. Thanks to Super Stick, no thanks to Masters. The Petrona product just does not work worth a damn with Phylon. Yeah, pretty laborious to say the least. Kind of learned to love and hate this shoe by the time I'm done with it, having to reglue it all the way twice. So this point is kind of interesting because I had to figure out that I really needed to remove, I believe what happens here is I remove the cement after putting a fresh layer of Super Stick on. I noticed it started to peel the old cement that I had already taken acetone to prior to this video, and then here I am peeling all the cement off, the new and the old being like a couple weeks old, mind you. I'd already stripped it and prepped it a long time ago, literally years ago. It's crazy to say, but true. He sat in my garage a while as kind of a disparaging project while my old contact cement dried out. I had to get new stuff. Then I had to get more new stuff. So I am just prepping the surface with a file. Bone rasp, if you want to know exactly. A little used one I picked up. And now I got another fresh layer of cement on here. And notice that I'm only really doing the edges. I'm kind of leaving the airbag alone. There's parts and pieces I'll put a little bit of contact cement on, but for the most part, these are really only bound at the edges, which is part of the reason they come in glued easier than models without like full airbags. It can also kind of crust up the actual EVA foam to make it less comfortable if you put too much glue on it. So things to consider when you're doing it. Here I am adding a fresh layer to some of the footboard and of course thoroughly on the edges. All the edges were already prepped, mostly with the bone rasp. This particular upper did not ever have Masters cement on it, so it was raw. Didn't have to re-prep it, which was nice. It was the only one I hadn't put the wrong contact cement on, so to speak. Don't know what I'm going to do with that stuff. Need to find some leather work projects or something, or wood to cardboard or something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but so while that's curing, while the Super Stick is curing, I switch over to two different sets of Humaras here. So we got the 2002 Humara in black and royal. So with this vid, I end up finally getting the cured Super Stick cured midsole attached to the upper, and this was, I believe, the upper. This is the right shoe that was only prepped and placed Super Stick on it to begin with, so I don't have to re-prep the upper. I got my face mask on. 12s are the worst for binding back together. The amount of times the outsole comes up and into contact with the upper instead of just the midsole, I don't think people realize the complexity of this design until you have to go fix one. You know, most of the time the midsole and the rubber on the midsole, rubber outsole only attaches to the midsole. And with 12s, it goes up into the upper in multiple locations, from the toe box to both the medial and lateral side. And really the only portion that is fully on the lower half of the shoe, or the chassis, I could like to call it, is the heel. Just the heel wrap with the white Phylon in this case, and the little 23 that goes up into the pull tab. which actually that binds quite nicely because of the textile. It likes to bite on that as long as it's roughed up. That part's pretty easy to bind. So those are sitting. Basically, that right shoe is completely done now as I switch over to the Humara and had these clamped in order to finally get them to bind the upper to the midsole with that textile. It unfortunately wraps up and over into the cavity, I guess you could call it, that the upper sits on, and so it makes it very tricky to bind, and I needed to clamp that, which is quite rare to have to do that with sneakers. Normally it's just, you know, heat, pressure, wait till it cools off and you're good to go. This just did not want to bite. So got a little fed up with these. You got the old cement, the Masters contact cement on there, which is yellow. Taking my gum wheel to it to get some of it off the ribs, since that's obviously a really hard sticking point going straight to carbon fiber. You have to kind of clean the gum wheel, but it does save you a lot of acetone and rubbing. It is a little tricky to do when the toe is bonded, and I don't want to remove that bond because the Masters actually works quite well on rubber and leather, apparently. Just doesn't really like anything else. For some reason, my camera angle dipped a little bit here, unbeknownst to me. So there is some of this video that's a little bit out of view, but you can still kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. Still removing, using the bone rasp at this point, just trying to get the main contact points, all the foam parts of the Phylon midsole exposed in order to take fresh glue. Super stick, obviously, this time. I feel like I'm saying that ad nauseum, but really was a pain to have to prep this with the sole still attached at the toe. But I don't want to like rip the leather or jack up the rubber in some way by messing up that bond when it is quite well bonded. So yeah, I go as far up as I can on the midsole itself to prep it by removing the old, and it's just an arduous repeated task. I think at this point I go get the laces to just out of, oh no, just go back to more prep. Just goes and goes and goes. Maybe I had to get some water or something, I forget. But unfortunately, I used a cotton ball that had a little bit of green in it, and I liked these cotton balls that have like a sparkly stuff because they seem to hold up really well with acetone, but unfortunately they imparted the color dye a bit onto the midsole, so kind of gave me a cleaning problem later on. It had nothing to do with the glue. So at this point, a little hard to tell what I'm doing, quite frankly. Apologize, that ends up off camera for the most part. They get fixed with future videos. So I go back to continuing to prep. I think I was just working on the edges when they're off the cardboard covered table. And yeah, you can kind of see that I'm trying to get as much of it off all the way down to the toe, the toe cap as I possibly can before finally being able to put on fresh super stick. Still going at it with the bone rasp. This definitely was tricky working in a trapped surface like that with that toe fully attached. And I definitely gave it a good tug and it was not going anywhere. So at this point, I'm just kind of cleaning up, the outermost edges, the top of the lip, to make sure when it seals, it's a really good bond. If you've never done this before, you may notice that they're on a lot of the outsoles, they have an ever so slight curved in. I don't want to say a lot of the outsoles, but outsoles where it bonds in certain places, especially like up into the upper or into the foam. I've noticed this with 11s and 12s, I'd say in particular. There's a slight curl in effect with the very top lip of the outsole. So you want to make sure that that is a very clean surface in order to kind of bite into the midsole when you're re-gluing them, heating them up, and getting them to lay flat and really kind of, adhere 100% without leaving a funky glue line or, kind of a misshapen appearance. So switching it back over to the Humara, remove the clamp, gave a nice dent to the toe box, but it will come out with wear. Decided to take the fully adhered right shoe here and give them a full clean of all the white parts, and then lace them up and get them ready to go. I think I showed the employee store tag there for a split second. So that one is 100% wearable. Obviously, like, let it sit a little bit. I think there's, yeah, a little tiny bit of binding I tried to do at the very, very top of that one.